Good morning, students. Welcome to e-learning classes. I am Shankar Singh, science teacher. Today I teach you chapter 1 topic irrigation and weeds. So first I teach you that is irrigation. In previous classes also I discussed that topic of irrigation. So first thing I explain what is the process of irrigation. So I explain irrigation. Irrigation of living beings need of waters, means many plants grow inside in the field, so needs of water, that is the irrigation. In different types of crops are producing in our field in different of season, so need of different crops in different time interval of water. So that is the supply of water to crops at different interval is called irrigation. So if in summer season the irrigation of that crops is more, water is needed and interval is very fast, so requirement of that times our crops is more water, because needs of roots and needs of leaf, because in our plant 90% water are needed, 90% water are needed for crops. So that process is say to that is irrigation, means supply of water in different interval in the plants, that is the irrigation. In large scale of plants are producing, that are crops, that is irrigation process. And needs of germination of different types of seeds inside the soil, so need of water, so needs of irrigation. The supply of water to crops at different interval is called irrigation. Time of irrigation vary crop to crops. Next, source of irrigation. The source of irrigation means such types of source to requirement of water fulfill our crops, so that is the wells. You are seen inside in field, some wells are present, and tubewells through irrigate, means water are supply in the crops. Ponds, lakes, rivers, canals, that is the water that place through the to supply in the crops where the field is producing the crops, so that places, that sources through supply the water in that crops, that is the source of irrigation. So some method of irrigation, our traditional method, old times our ancient are usage of some methods to irrigation, that is the mode process, that system in a pulley system, that is through the water is one side to another side pushes on the ground, so then type develop the crops. Next, chain pump, chain through rope and bucket through these types of inside the well and ponds and irrigate his field and crops. Dhekli system, one side, that is the dhekli system, one side that is the bait, and one side that is this type, that is marking, and that types the bucket is filled, that is bait and that is bucket. and that is bell. Inside the bell, that is dhakli system in ancient times, that is used to irrigate the crops. And that times, that is the now modern times, that is the method of irrigation has changes. That times, that is the a sprinkler system, means a spray types you are watching inside the some parks, and that is the a sprayer. Some a sprayer are the easily available through, that is machine types, that is the a spray on the crops, that is direct to the crop to crop, that is fulfill the water. And next is again on system, that is the drop system. Drop system in the, that is pipeline through, that is the pipeline through, that types of pipeline through, that is irrigate the, that is dripping system, drop by drop inside on the ground, that is irrigate the plants, that is the drop system. And a sprinkling system, are you watching some parks and seen inside here, that is the flowers are irrigated. Now our next topic is beads. In our crops, are you seen, observe inside the grounds, the our crops is, if our crops is wheat crops, if our crops is gram crops, if our crops is rice crops, so you seen in on the earth, on side the upper side the earth with the traditional our crops, that is the paddy plants. Inside the unwanted plants, means unwanted plants, grass types, that is the undesirable, that is undesirable plants are called beads. Means rice plant, that is the paddy plant, through the many grasses plants in with the paddy plants are grow. And in gram and wheat season, that is the different types of unwanted plants are grow with the that plants. So that plants means unwanted, so that plants are not required for me and our farmer, so that plant is unwanted plant, that plant is say to, that is beads. Means unwanted plants are grown the our main plants, so that unwanted plants say to beads. And that unwanted plants are removed from the main plants. So main, because more fertilizer and manures are need of that plants. Our main plants is paddy plants, gram plants, wheat plants, and unwanted plants are grow inside the main plants. So that unwanted plants are removed. So some a spray on the that plants too, that is degrade inside the earth. Otherwise that plants are removed from the earth, and that is unwanted plants, that is say to beads, that is remove and clean of that plants, because that plants means beads plants are not removed. So our main plants developments are very slow, not healthy of our main plants, because more fertilizer are taken the beads plants. So that is the beads plants. So our today topic is irrigation and beads plants completed. Okay, thank you.